And the fifth angel, that was the fifth Beatle who was killed in 1962. Now, the fifth angel is the ruler of the bottomless pit, and I am your fifth angel. I'm your ruler. I will lead you to safety through all of this. It goes on to say, and they had a king over them, which was the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Latin tongue, Exterminans. Exterminans, the fifth angel, it's all fitting in. It's me. See, the Beatles are sending us messages that this isn't coming down in the future, not a month or a year from now. This is coming down right now. Right now. You want to know how it's going to happen? It's going to be a big race war. Blackie's going to start committing severely atrocious crimes against the white man. Soon, it's going to be Whitey and Blackie. Uncle Tom against the Black Panthers. The hippie liberals against the uptight conservatives. It's helter-skelter. Just about everybody's going to be killed off. Almost everybody. Then the black militants. They come out of hiding, and they wipe the rest of them out. Alright? Now there's only them left. Oh, but wait. We're here in the bottomless pit. The fifth angel in the bottomless pit. We're safe. Now, the karma's turned and Blackie's on top. But they never had power. They wouldn't know what to do with it. All they know how to do is clean up the mess the white men made. So they'll come to me, Charlie, and they'll come to us, where the Bible goes on to say, and I heard a number of them, which were sealed, and there were 144,000. That's all of us now. Now our family has grown from just a few to 144,000. All the safe people in this. So Blackie will come to me and he'll say, "Oh, master, you gotta run it." Well, I'll scratch Blackie's fuzzy head and kick him in the butt, then go tell him to pick cotton like a good nigger. All they're ever good for, serving us white folk. Now, we're gonna emerge from the bottomless pit as a family, and then we're gonna live happily ever after. But, you see, the reason I'm telling you this now is because the Beatles, they're tired of waiting. Blackie can't get it together because they ain't got no smart. Tonight there's not going to be any drugs or sex orgies or highs. Tonight I'm going to give you a feeling that's better than any high or orgy you ever will. I'm going to give you the feeling when you free a trapped soul of the establishment.
I give you permission to defend yourself from the 7 counts of murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder at your own peril, Mr. Manson. But why?
Lawyers play with people, and I'm a person, and I won't be played with in this matter. They may know all there is to know about the law, but they don't understand the free love society of a generation gap, and they don't understand the people they're trying to get out from underneath all this. There's not an attorney in the world who can represent me as a person, so I have to do it myself, because I hate establishment people. Now, as my own attorney, I want to interview Say May Glutz and Linda Kasabian, since I deserve all the equal rights as every other attorney, but their lawyers say I can't.
I'm done with this. I'm the new judge, Charles H. Older. Everyone take their seats.
Mr. Manson, you will not make a mockery of my courtroom. I am assigning Mr. Scoville to be your defense attorney.
Unfortunate situation, so I'm obliged to cause you as much trouble as I possibly can.
Silence. Prosecution, call your first witness.
Your Honor, she is mentally incompetent and has taken LSD over 300 times.
Overruled. The jury is advised to disregard Mr. Scoville's comment.
So, Mrs. Cassabian, do you have any children?
Yes, I have two children, Tanya and Angel. We came to LA on June 27, 1969, and went to Spawn Ranch because there was a beautiful man we had all been waiting for. We lived together as one family lives together, with a mother and a father, and Charlie, who was the head.
A little past mid-July 1969, did the family meet at the Black House?
Yes, they did.
About how many people?
The family, and I believe 4 guests.
Now, what took place that night at the Black House?
Mr. Bugliosi, what are you trying to prove?
I'm establishing that Charlie had control over their actions.
There was a young girl, very young and shy, and I remember she was sitting in the middle of the room and Charlie was touching her and kissing her, and she was really rejecting him, and he just pushed her back. She bit him in the shoulder and kneed him in the face. Then Charlie gave Bobby the signal and everyone started touching her and kissing her.
Now, after he touched the girl, what did he say?
He told everybody to make love with everybody.
Did he have any discussions about right and wrong?
Everything was all right and there was no wrong.
Did he ever say anything to you about willing to kill or be killed?
He used to say, if you're willing to be killed, then you should be willing to kill.
Now, did you ever see any member of the family refuse to do anything Charlie told them to do?
No, everyone always wanted to do anything and everything for Charlie.
Alright, so during the day of August 8th, do you remember Mr. Manson saying anything to you about Helter Skelter?
Well, we were sitting around talking about things, and Charlie was saying how people couldn't get it together, how people were on their own little trips, and they wouldn't go on his trip. They just couldn't get it together at all. And then he just came out and said, now is the time for Helter Skelter.
Now, did anything unusual happen after dinner that night?
Yes, I remember I was standing out in the front of the gun room, and at this one point, Charlie came up to me and pulled me off the porch and told me I needed a change of clothing, a knife, and my driver's license. And he told me to go with Tex and do what Tex told me to do. I got into the car, and I believe Sadie and Katie were already in the back seat. Then Tex got into the car, and we started to drive away. And then Charlie said, leave a sign. You girls know what I mean.
This is the second crucifix.
Quiet.
You're all monsters!
Continue, Mrs. Cassabian.
The next day, I was called to the trailer, and when I got there, they turned on the news, and then Charlie told me to get another change of clothes and my driver's license again.
That's a straight lie. You already told.
No, Charlie, I've told the truth, and you know it.
Alright, did Mr. Manson say anything to you and the others after bringing you to the back house?
Yes, he said we were going out again tonight. That last night was too messy, and that he was going to show us how to do it. He told them that there was a man and a woman tied up in the house, and he told them that he told them he wasn't going to hurt them. He told us to go in and don't let them know we were going to kill them. He said to go back and wipe up fingerprints, then leave the credit card to show an organized group of people killed them, presumably the black militants.
Can I examine her, Your Honor?
No, you may not.
I'm gonna put up a fight. Might as well let me put it up with words.
Fine, step up to the bench.
Now, I never went to school, so I never learned how to read or write too good. I stayed in jail and I stayed stupid. And I stayed a child while I watched your will grow up.